Okay, I've been asked by many people to give the measurements on this particular storage shelf that I made for, or cart I should say, that I made for my Shopsmith. Now you're looking kind of at the bottom of it. These casters that you see here, I'll give you kind of a close-up. Those I had, and I'd kept them for quite a while in a Ziploc bag, and they worked perfect. You can see the frame itself is made out of 2x4. There's just butt end. Show you here. So, and then on the top here, we have a I think it's probably 5/8 inch plywood. Okay, and then on top of that we have carpet. I'll give you the measurements for these risers here. You can see that this one has a board here, basically to give it a little bit more substantialness. And then of course we have another board here on top. Now I'm going to roll it over, but before I do that, I'm going to show you that down here, let's see, down here on by the wheel, there is a pocket. Let me see if I can get this out of the way here. There is a pocket. That's stripped there, and if I go around the corner of the wheel here, you'll see there's 2 holes in there, and what's in there is, you got it, okay? There's your tubes for your extra tabletop. Now I'm going to flatten it out, but before that, come over here and get a where are they? Here we go. Get a measuring tape so I can give you the actual measurements. Okay. 2x4 is 56 inches long. Okay. On each side, and then this butt jointed too. I'll give you the overall width of this thing, and you can figure it out yourself. It is 20 inches wide. Okay. Let me just get this laid down. Okay. Sorry for the movement, but we're doing this with one hand. Okay. These pieces on the side here are 1.5 inches. Okay. And you can pretty much see how they're jointed. And so you know the measurement is 20 wide by 56 long. So now, where are these things located? From the back. Measuring from the inside, this upright is at about 10 3/4 inches, and it is approximately 8 inches wide. Okay, down there. And from the front, that would make it 7.5 inches in from the front. And there is no wood in this gap right here. Stand up so I can show you. There's a surround all the way till you come to this riser. But this, from the riser over to this end, there is none. Okay, that's to slip in things more easily, like extra things that you have on your Shopsmith. Okay, so you see the way this one is positioned. Okay, so it is, I'm gonna measure it now from the inside right here. It's 26 inches. And from the other end, That makes it from there to here. It is 27 1/4. Okay, so now you know its position from either end. Okay, and the first end was where we don't have any opening. Okay, the overall length of the wood is, again, it is about, let me see if I can, I'm going to lay this down for a minute. The wood is actually, the wood is 10 1/4 long, and it is 6 inches high. And this one over here, which I may not have given you the height on, is, looks like 6 1/2. Okay, so now you have the positions, and this is all 1 by, so that makes it 3/4 inch depth. Okay, and the surround here, like I said, is 1 1/2 inches. So you have the distance from here, from there to there, and the distance from there to there, and you have the distance from there to there. You have the length of each piece, the height rather, and then you have the length of each piece. So that should serve you to figure it out. I could put it all on paper on a chart, but personally I don't have the time to mess with it right now, so that's the best it's going to get. Watch the video. I know the camera's all over the place. I maybe can edit some of that out. I'll see, but if not, you'll get it like it is raw. This has been a good project that has been completed in the past and revisited for the sake of those who wanted measurements. I just did a pro upgrade on my Shopsmith. It's kind of dark in here. I've got the lights actually out. Let me see if I can get the garage light to come on. I have to repair a broken spring on my garage door, which you can see up there. I got the parts coming to do that job. And here's the Power Pro Shopsmith. You're looking at it. I did the upgrade myself, and it took me the better part of a day because I took it nice and slow and followed the video and the instructions. It went well, but I want to tell you, the motor that is on this thing is a monster. It weighs an unbelievably amount of weight, and you will not be lifting this headstock here. You will not be lifting this up for a drill press unless you have an assist of some sort, which they do sell. And I would recommend that this is always positioned as far down the tubes as you can to lessen the weight that you actually have to lift. You never want to lift it in this position. Way down there is where you want to start. Then once you get it vertical, then you can make your movements to where you want to position it. And yeah, you can have an assist for that too. There's some great ideas. If you don't want to buy the assist device from the standpoint of lifting, you can always make your own. There's several guys that have come up with a cheaper way to do it. So for those who are interested, you know, you can always work out a plan. I realigned the whole thing, retuned it all up. I still got the bandsaw. I finished working on it. Now all I have to do is I have to center this piece here, and I have to center my lathe spindle. And I have a set of 4 new wheels down here. I got the bigger ones, and that's a nice kit. But they tell you to roll this thing over. Yeah, right. So that you can have these things here pointing up. I don't think that's a smart move. I'm going to come up with a different plan because it is so unbelievably heavy. I have a motor off of the old one, which was an upgraded motor, better than what it came with. So if anybody's interested, you can find that motor under, I think it's, my name is G Wooster, that's Gwooster, and it's also under Macrillis G, MCCRILLISG, okay? So I have various parts that came off of the unit when I did the upgrade. So that's kind of the latest and the greatest for the Shopsmith, and also the measurements on this device here. So I thought while I had it doing the upgrade and was cleaning everything